Please stand for the entrance of the Governor General of St. Lucia, Acting Governor General of St. Lucia, His Excellency Cyril Errol Charles. Please remain standing for the national anthem, which will be played by the representatives of the Royal St. Lucia Police Force. Please remain standing for the national pledge, which will be done by Kiddies Head Start, and prayers by the Most Reverend Gabriel Malzer, Archbishop of Castries.
I pledge allegiance to my country, St. Lucia. I proclaim that I will serve my country with pride and dignity, and will defend it with vigor and valor in the pursuits of excellence, justice, and equality for all.
Let's hear it for the young ones. And now prayers by Reverend Gabriel Malzer, Archbishop of Castries.
We begin in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. I read to you from the letter of St. Paul, the first letter of St. Paul to the Corinthians, chapter 12, verse 4 to 13. There are many different gifts, but it is always the same Spirit. There are many different ways of serving, but it is always the same Lord. There are many different forms of activity, but in everybody, it is the same God who is at work in them all. The particular manifestation of the Spirit granted to each one is to be used for the general good. To one is given from the same Spirit a gift of utterance expressed in wisdom. To another, the gift of utterance expressing knowledge in accordance with the same Spirit. To another, the working of miracles. To another, prophecy. To another, the power of distinguishing spirits. To one, the gift of different tongues, and to another, the interpretation of tongues. But at work in all these is one and the same Spirit, distributing them at will to each individual. For as with the human body, which is a unity, although it has many parts, all the parts of the body, though many, still making up one single body, so it is with Christ. We were all baptized into one body in a single Spirit, Jews as well as Greeks, slaves as well as free men. And we were all given the same Spirit to drink. And indeed, the body consists not of one member, but of many. If the foot were to say, I am not a hand, so I do not belong to the body, it does not belong to the body any less than that. Or if the ear were to say, I am not an eye, so I do not belong to the body, that would not stop it belonging to the body. If the whole body was just an eye, how could there be any hearing? If the whole body was hearing, how would there be any smelling? The eye cannot say to the hand, I do not need you, nor can the head say to the feet, I do not need you. If one part is hurt, all parts share the pain. And if one part is honored, all the parts share its joy. Now Christ's body is yourselves, each of you with a part to play in the whole body. And those whom God has appointed in the church are first apostles, secondly prophets, third teachers, after them miraculous powers, then the gift of healing, helping acts, guidance, various kinds of tongues. Are all of them apostles? Are all of them prophets? Are all teachers or miracle workers? Do they all have the gift of healing? Do all of them speak in tongues and interpret them? The word of the Lord. Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we are gathered here on this special day at this ceremony of the 15th Annual National Awards of Excellence to praise and to thank you for the superb manifestation of your varied gifts in our students. You are the author of every gift, and you have selflessly shared them with us, your creatures, in such marvelous ways, so as to continue the process of creation which you started even in primordial times. Whenever we excel in the proper and integral use of our manifold gifts, we are at one and the same time working towards the advancement of the kingdom which you came to establish among us. Bless all the recipients of today's awards. May they view them as a manner in which you have called them to work towards the improvement of our society, which is in dire need of good models that can shape the future of our beloved country, St. Lucia. Bless our government, the Ministry of Education, the parents and teachers of all the awardees, and all the organizers of today's proceedings. May today's ceremony serve as a source of inspiration to all. We ask this through our Lord Jesus Christ, your Son, who lives and reigns with you in the unity of the Holy Spirit, one God, forever and ever. And we ask God to bless
our many
day.
thanks, Bishop Malzer. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, honorees, distinguished guests, the Ministry of Education welcomes you to the 15th Annual National Awards of Excellence under the patronage of Governor General Emerita Dame Calliope Paulette Louisi. Our mistress of ceremonies for today is none other than Tracy Pilgrim George. Let's welcome her.
Acting Governor General of St. Lucia, His Excellency Mr. Cyril Errol Charles, Prime Minister of St. Lucia and Minister for Finance, Youth Economy and Empowerment, Honorable Philip J. Pierre, President of the House of Assembly, Mr. Claudius Francis, Archbishop of Castries, Most Reverend Gabriel Malzar, Governor General Emeritus and Patron of the National Awards of Excellence, Dame Paulette Louisi, Minister for Education, Sustainable Development, Innovation, and Vocational Training, Honorable Sean Edward. Minister for Commerce, Manufacturing, Business Development, Cooperatives, and Consumer Affairs, Honorable Emma Hippolyte. Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Sustainable Development, Innovation, and Vocational Training, Dr. Pauline Antoine Prosper. Embassy of the Republic of China, Taiwan, and St. Lucia, His Excellency Peter Chen and Mrs. Chen. Permanent Secretary in the Department of Education, Innovation, and Vocational Training, Ms. Michelle Charles. Permanent Secretary in the Department of Sustainable Development, Mrs. Anita Montoute. Diplomatic Staff and Manager of the ICT Project, Ms. Joanna Jung. Deputy Permanent Secretary in the Department of Education, Innovation, and Vocational Training, Mr. Kendall Kodra. Acting Deputy Chief Education Officer, Instruction, Ms. Gianetti George. Other heads of departments, district education officers, principals, teachers, esteemed awardees, parents, members of the media, guests, well-wishers, and everyone in the virtual world, good morning. Good morning. As was said earlier, my name is Tracy Pilgrim George, and it is an honor to be here with you as we celebrate the 15th Annual National Awards of Excellence under the theme, Celebrating Excellence, Nurturing Our Creativity, Consolidating Our Legacy. So it seems to me that when a theme is being thought about, it takes a lot of consideration. And so this morning, together, I want you to help me. We're just going to spend a few minutes dissecting and digesting this theme so it can be at the forefront of our minds throughout this celebration. Celebrating excellence. Now, you must help me. What does it mean to celebrate? Just give me your answer from the audience. What does it mean to celebrate? How do we celebrate? We celebrate by coming together as we are today, social gatherings to acknowledge something wonderful, to celebrate something wonderful. What is excellence? All of you here, the recipients of awards, we are here celebrating your excellence. So how do we define excellence? Just give me an adjective, a synonym. How do you define excellence? Outstanding. Thank you so much. What an excellent response. Wonderful. So yes, the quality of being outstanding and extremely good. So today we are celebrating excellence. How do we nourish our creativity? What does it mean to nourish? To take care of. And so we are nourishing the creativity of our young people, helping them with their development. And creativity is obviously using our imagination, seeing greatness, consolidating. Tough one. What does it mean to consolidate? Miss Warner from this Arthur Lewis Community College. When you consolidate, what do? You put together and you make as one. So we are consolidating our legacy. The most important word here, our legacy. What is our legacy? What is your legacy? How have you arrived here today? Your legacy is defined as that which is transmitted or was transmitted by our ancestors or those who came before us. So your virtues, your values, all of these things you bring with you. So we are celebrating all of those things. So let's take a look at our program, which highlights the theme, and we will say it together. And my cue will be, we are here. And then you all say the theme. So we have that at the forefront of our minds. We are here. We now invite the Honorable Sean Edward Minister for Education, Sustainable Development, Innovation, Science, Technology, and Vocational Training with the opening remarks.
Thank you very much, Ms. Pilgrim. Acting Governor General of St. Lucia, His Excellency Errol Cyril Charles. Prime Minister, the Honorable Philip J. Pierre, who also shoulders the portfolios of finance, economic development, the youth economy, justice, and national security. Governor General Emeritus Dame Paulette Louisy. Speaker of the House of Assembly, the Honorable Claudius Francis, Archbishop of Castries, His Grace Gabriel Malze, Cabinet colleagues, ambassadors and excellencies of the diplomatic community, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Ms. Michelle Charles, Deputy Permanent Secretary, Mr. Kudra, other staff of the Ministry of Education, including principals and teachers, parents, students, invited guests, well-wishers, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good morning. It is indeed an honor to welcome you to our 15th gathering for the National Awards of Excellence. Let us reflect on this for a second. National Awards of Excellence, a 15th opportunity to recognize and celebrate the academic accomplishments of our nation's youth in their scholarly pursuits. Our theme, Celebrating Excellence, Nurturing Our Creativity, Consolidating Our Legacy, speaks to our nation's growth through the development of ourselves, the harnessing of innovation, and the showcasing of our resilience. Therefore, as a country, we must applaud publicly those who have excelled, those who have done themselves, their families, their schools, and our country proud. These are the people whom we must hold up as the standard so other young people in our communities can emulate. It is on their efforts we will build a legacy of excellence. Aristotle, the great philosopher, said, "We are what we do repeatedly, and excellence, therefore, is not an act, but instead a habit." A sentiment I am sure our awardees today can identify with. Your success did not come about by accident, but rather, I am sure, through continuous efforts, repeated acts of prudent study, and practiced habits. Today, we at the Ministry of Education feel very much like proud parents. We are excited when our students stand out and do extremely well, going head-to-head with their counterparts throughout the region. It tells us that even with the many challenges we face as an education sector, there still are some aspects in which we are doing well. We must continue to strengthen those areas while we work on improving the weaker aspects. It is important for us as a ministry to create an education sector that nurtures creativity and fuels success. We must cultivate mindsets that thrive, not just compete, excel, not just exist, and strive, and not just aim. In so doing, we reinforce that self-belief that is a necessary prerequisite for becoming the best version of yourself. Based on empirical evidence coming from the Educational Evaluation and Assessment Unit of the Ministry of Education, our students are performing exceptionally well and obtained placements within the top positions on the Caribbean Secondary Examination Certificate CSEC Regional Merit List in subject areas such as economics, principles of accounts, physics, Spanish, physical education and sports, textile, clothing and fashion, social studies, industrial technology, and so on. Our government continues to facilitate the transitioning of our nation's children into the digital space, through a continued investment in technology for learning, teaching, and assessment. This support will only allow our students to own their place in this technologically influenced era, but also better position our education system to withstand the rigors of global, regional, and local shifts that can cripple the sector at any minute. I must especially thank our generous friends from the Republic of China, Taiwan, who have continued to support our vision for the digital transformation of our schools. We recognize, too, that success in education does not only hinge on a conducive environment and the quality of instruction, but also on the social and economic well-being of the families from which our students emanate. This is why we will continue to make the necessary provision for the payment of facilities and CSEC mathematics and English fees for our students, freeing parents of this financial responsibility. You can clap, yes, thank you. At the primary level, it is truly an honor to witness the presentation of the awards to the very first students who demonstrated outstanding performances on our first CPEA outing. And this year, for the first time, we will be recognizing the outstanding students in every district who performed well on the CPEA exam. This is a further push towards encouraging our primary school students across the width and breadth of this country to always give of their best. As has already been promoted, the change in the format of the examination was necessary, and this approach will enable our students to demonstrate measurable incremental growth and success throughout the year, as opposed to the one-off exam that was sometimes created unnecessary psychological stress and difficulties for our students. It would be remiss of me to not highlight the performances of our students at the tertiary level. The students from the Safo Louis Community College and the sixth form of the Vieux Fort Comprehensive Secondary School continue to perform outstandingly. You students have performed excellently at the CAPE exams, and I congratulate you for your efforts. The performances of the students at the Vieux Fort Comprehensive Secondary School supports the case currently being made for the inclusion of sixth form at select secondary schools. I need to take the opportunity to say to you students that it is not enough to stop at the Safo Louis Community College or at the sixth form level. Our government places a premium on higher education. And we continue to espouse the philosophy that there ought to be one university graduate in every household in this country. And at times when I speak, people always ask the question, but how are you going to achieve this and how long will it take? St. Lucia is a very small society with a population of approximately 180,000 people. And this particular vision, this particular goal is not insurmountable. And that is why, as a ministry and as a government, we are sparing no effort to go out there to the different parts of this world to get the scholarship opportunities for young St. Lucians because of their socio-economic circumstances would not have had the means to acquire a university education on their own. I am happy to report this morning that in the last 6 to 7 months, approximately 250 young St. Lucians have enrolled at universities and tertiary level institutions across the globe, all of whom have been supported by the government of St. Lucia. This morning as I speak, there are young St. Lucians in Hungary. There are young St. Lucians in Morocco, Taiwan, Barbados, Jamaica, Trinidad, and far away countries in pursuit of a university education which otherwise would have proven elusive, as I said, because of the socio-economic circumstances at home. Gone are the days when a university education belonged to students or young people whose parents had land and property and were able to face the bank, take a loan, and send their children off. Too many young St. Lucians who demonstrated from the age of 5 in kindergarten that they had the requisite aptitude to go all the way, the full distance, but because their parents did not have land, did not have money, they were left to languish. We are taking care of that problem, and we will give every child in this country an opportunity that is commensurate with his or her ability. The performances of the students, as I said, at the Vieux Fort Comprehensive School was outstanding, as were the performances of their peers at the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College. Today, we celebrate the successes of everybody. But students, I need to say to you that you would not have been able to attain those impressive grades and register the outstanding performances without the support and contributions of your parents and, very importantly, your teachers. Let us put our hands together for the teachers, the school administrators, and the parents. And when I speak to students, be it at the secondary level or at the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College, I always remind them that somewhere in St. Lucia, a parent is waking up at 4 in the morning, at 3 in the morning, to register a day's work at a hotel or on a farm, making the sacrifice just to give their children opportunities. And it is against that backdrop, as school administrators, we will waste no time to deal accordingly with students who loiter, who come to school to be disruptive. Yes, we understand that students are coming from homes where they are troubled. We will continue to provide as much psychosocial support as we can, but by the same token, we will not allow anybody's child to be disruptive to the extent that they will deprive the children of hardworking people an education that they so richly deserve. I am on the record as saying that we do not have all the answers on the 3rd and 4th floors of the NIC building. We rely on our stakeholders for support. The National Principals Association, the St. Lucia Teachers Union, other government agencies, the Embassy of the Republic of China and Taiwan, and so many other entities and individuals who continue to provide support and assistance to the Ministry of Education. And I think this morning is an opportune time for me to register our collective gratitude, not only on behalf of the Ministry of Education, but on behalf of the government that I happen to be a part of. Education will continue to be a priority for our administration. Of course, I'm not at liberty to disclose some of what has been placed in the ensuing budget. I think this is for the Prime Minister to do, but I can tell you there are exciting days ahead for us in St. Lucia. We are big on the provision of scholarships. Less than 48 hours ago, we launched the first generation scholarship program with Monroe College, where 50 St. Lucians have been given an opportunity to pursue a university education without having to face the bank. The government has partnered with Monroe College to make that dream a reality for 50 young St. Lucians. And later this year, also with Monroe College, we will be enrolling another 50 first-generation scholars. So the opportunities are many. And so I want to implore you, the young people, particularly those of you who have just recently graduated from tertiary level institutions, to begin to submit your application. We employ a process that is predicated on meritocracy. It does not matter to us your political affiliation or where in St. Lucia you emanate from. Once you meet the entry requirements, and we do our due diligence in terms of background checks to see what obtains at home, rest assured the Ministry of Education will fight your cause and give you the opportunity you so rightfully deserve. Thank you for coming, and let us enjoy a wonderful ceremony.
Thank you so much, Honorable Minister, and thank you so much for making the education of our young people a priority. He said so, didn't he? Education is going to be a priority. Now, this morning, I'm hearing the applause a little bit lax. I don't know whether or not you're still asleep, don't know if you're nervous, but we want to really, really, really celebrate you, and that is done through a rousing applause. So, for example, when the minister claimed that he would continue, that the ministry will continue to be paying fees for education. I just heard a few like that. No, 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 no. The ministry is going to be paying fees, which means there is a level of playing field for all of our students. So therefore, how do we applaud? That's correct. When he says that they have partnered with Monroe College to be able to provide 50 scholarships for our young people in St. Lucia, how do we applaud? And he also pledges to provide 50 more. Now that is 100. So therefore, we applaud even louder. February is Black History Month in the United States of America. So during this month, the citizens focus their attention on the contributions of the African Americans to the country. The African Americans have contributed greatly to the music of the United States of America. The following song, which will be performed by the students of the Cicero Secondary School in District 4, is called Wade in the Water. It is an African American jubilee, a song, a spiritual, and it's reference to a genre of music created and first sung by African Americans in slavery. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome the Cicero Secondary School with a musical rendition, Wade in the Water.
shine, I go shake. Give me a Papa God where He make the heavens. If you not say you don't want trouble, let my people go. The blood, sweat, and the tears that we've gathered through the years. If you not say you don't want trouble, let my people go. Let my people go.
While the music is going, we have a fun fact. I like the beat of the music, so I'm gonna give you the fun fact to the beat of the music. Harriet Tubman, who knows Harriet Tubman? Harriet Tubman was a slave and she helped over 70 people in the Underground Railway get to freedom. And rumor has it, gentlemen, I was using you. Gentlemen, I need the rhythm. Wait. I was having too much fun. All good things come to an end. It's okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You know, that song was written in 1901, and it was said that Harriet Tubman used this song in order to let the slaves know that when the slavers were trying to get them, they should go through the water, wade through the water, so that the smell, their scent, would not be attracted by the dogs. So this is a very important song. And I love the fact that it says, you know, God's gonna trouble the water. God is ever present in our lives. Whether, you know, it's a Christian God, it's a Muslim God, whatever your religion is, there is a higher being that is there protecting us and guiding us. We now have the presentation of Special Education Awards. I would like to invite Mr. Dale Segis, Education Officer, Special Education, to assist with the presentation. And while he's coming up, I'll give you a little bit of background for the awardees. The first award will be presented to the student, is called the Student Support Award. This special educational needs teacher has a positive and infectious attitude towards student support that encourages others to collaborate with her in all of the efforts. Recently, she undertook an impactful initiative to provide emotional support animals for the school community and specifically for students with special needs. This initiative has raised the profile of student support and helped to destigmatize special education at the school. Ladies and gentlemen, the recipient of the 2022 Student Support Award is the SEN teacher of the Ave Maria Girls Infant School, Miss Patrina Reed. Congratulations. Emotional support animals. Congratulations, Ms. Reed, for receiving the award of Student Support. The second award is entitled Special School Student Award. This student started her formal education with special needs and was enrolled at the Lady Gordon Opportunity Center. However, she benefited so much from the small classes and targeted intervention at the school that she was reintegrated into mainstream school at the Cicero Combined School. When she wrote the CPEA in 2022, she obtained a score of 79.6% and was reassigned to the Castries Comprehensive Secondary School. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2022 Outstanding Special Student is Jordan Mason. Well done, Jordan. Congratulations. Congratulations to you, your parents, your entire support system. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Jordan Mason. The next award is called the Teacher Award. This year, the Special School Teacher Award goes to a person serving as a teacher's aide. This individual has provided exceptional levels of service to the students at her school, in addition to supporting the unique learning needs of her hearing-impaired students, both in class and through home-based support. She has qualified as a swimming coach and now provides additional support in the physical education of students. By the way, she herself is hearing impaired. The 2022 Special School Teacher Awardee is from the Lady Gordon Opportunity Center. It is none other than Miss Vanessa Louie. Congratulations, Miss Louie. And all of these skills, swimming coach, providing additional support, teaching aid. Teacher's aid is a very, very important profession, and the assistance that they give to the teachers is very, very much necessary. So we appreciate you and we congratulate you for winning the Teacher Award. Thank you very much, Mr. Segis, for your assistance. Much appreciated. Now, I know it's difficult to applaud after every single person comes on stage. And so I will let you know when you can, a more vibrant award, applause for the recipients. We now have the presentation of the Caribbean Certificate of Secondary Level Competence from the National Enrichment and Learning Unit, NELU. The top performers in mathematics, they received a master. We invite Mrs. McCreen Modest, Education Officer, the National Enrichment Learning Unit, to assist with the presentation of these awards. A little background for this particular award. The National Enrichment of Learning Unit, NELU, a department of the Ministry of Education, offers training, enrichment, and second chance education to individuals 16 years and above. NELU learners, through CXC, the program started in 2016, have been pursuing the Caribbean Certificate of Secondary Level Competence, also known as CCSLC, where most persons were able to attain the master, which is 75% and above. And also there's another level called competence, which is 50 to 74%. The NELU therefore celebrates the following 3 learners who achieved master in mathematics and competence in English A at the CCSLC June 2022 examinations. Educa Flavier Bennett. We invite you to come on stage to receive your award. She is the eldest of 18, and she took the responsibility of taking care of her younger siblings As an adult, she was determined to be a better individual, and so she has been busy participating in short courses that would elevate her educational and academic standing. She has successfully completed 2 TVET courses with the NEL-U program. One of her goals was to achieve qualifications in a CXC-endorsed mathematics and English examination, which she has done successfully. She has used her qualification to pursue further studies with another institution. Ladies and gentlemen, we give you Miss Educa Flavier Bennett. Congratulations on your award. Lifelong learners doesn't end here for you. It continues forever. Congratulations. The second recipient is Natalie Gervais. Ms. Gervais? Natalie, although completing 5 years at secondary school level, was unable to attend a passing grade in CSEC mathematics. And that's the case for many of us. She therefore decided to enroll in NEL-U's CCSLC mathematics class because she felt she needed the foundation in order to rewrite the exam, the CSEC level exam. After receiving master in the subject, Natalie is confident that she will get a grade 1 pass in mathematics. Ladies and gentlemen, Natalie receives the award, and we congratulate Ms. Gervais. The final recipient is Ms. Jacqueline Vitalis. Jacqueline Vitalis, who reached up to Form 3 levels at secondary school, decided to pursue a course with the NEL-U. She decided to enroll in the CCSLC mathematics and English courses in order to get a better job, and therefore improving her standard of living. She sees this as a great achievement which will bring her closer to achieving all her goals. Ladies and gentlemen, we congratulate Ms. Jacqueline Vitalis. Thank you so much, Mrs. Modest. Congratulations to all of our recipients. Next, we have the presentation of Outstanding Performance Awards by District. We recognize the top performers on the Caribbean Primary Exit Assessment. We invite Mrs. Priscilla Sylvest, Examination Officer with responsibility for CPEA, to assist. We begin with District 1. Xavi Fontenelle from the Dame Paulette Louise Primary School and is currently a Form 1 student at the St. Mary's College. Mr. Fontenelle was able to achieve the score of 97.2%. Congratulations, District 1. From District 2, the gentleman who wins this award is Matthew George, no relation. Mr. George studied at the Camille Henry Memorial School. He currently attends the St. Mary's College, and he was able to attain a 96%. Now, he isn't here, so let me accept it on his behalf since I am signing George. Yes? No? I guess not. From District 3, we have 2 recipients, Cameron Augustine and Eugian Liu. Cameron attended the R.C. Boys Primary School. He is a student currently at the St. Mary's College, and he received a grade of 94.2. The second recipient, Miss Eujian Lu, comes from Tapio Private, and he attends the St. Mary's College, and he also attained a score of 94.2. Now notice our top 4 are, now as a mother of 2 boys, I am thrilled. From District 4, we congratulate Kejan Rogers from the Cicero RC Combined. She is now attending the St. Joseph's Convent, and she attained a score of 93.6. Congratulations. Ms. Rogers comes from District 4. She attended the Cicero RC Combined, and she now attends the St. Joseph's Convent. District 5 also has 2 recipients, and the first one is Lorraine Thomas. And, pardon me, sir? Lorianne, yes. You know, the spelling, the pronunciation, it's the hardest part of it all for me. So thank you for your assistance. She is currently attending the St. Joseph's Convent, and she received a score of 93.6. We now have Jahim Tyrus, and he received a score of 93.6 as well, and he currently attends the St. Mary's College. Congratulations. A lot of the boys aren't here this morning. Are they all out playing football? Cricket, perhaps? Oh, they're studying. Yes, of course, they're very studious. From District 6, we have Jonathan Yang, and he comes from the Auger Combined School, and he's currently attending the Vieux-Fort Comprehensive Secondary School. Mr. Yang received a score of 96.8. Congratulations, Sue. Mr. Yang has decided to stay in the south of the island, knowing very well that the Vieux-Fort Comprehensive Secondary School is a fantastic institution. Of course, I'm biased. That's the school my husband attended. From District 7, we congratulate Amelia Emmanuel. She attended the Labrie Girls Primary School. She attends currently the St. Joseph's Convent, and she received a score of 91.4. Congratulations, Miss Emmanuel. District 8, Zephrina Joseph, who attended the Soufriere Primary School and is currently attending the St. Joseph's Convent, and she received a score of 93.6. Congratulations, Miss Joseph. Outstanding students on the 2022 CPEA Top Performers per District. And of course, there is an overall top performer. We thank you very much, Miss, for your assistance, and we would like to, at this point in time, welcome Miss Camelita Matthew, who is the Registrar of Evaluations, Examination, and Assessment, and we welcome her to aid in the distribution of the CPEA Award for Top Performer Common Entrance. Now, this person has been acknowledged several times in the media. Do we remember who he is? And this year's top performer is Xavi Fontenelle, former student of the Dame Paulette Louise Primary School. We congratulate him and his parents. Now, of course, I have a few words to say about that, particularly for the parents. I congratulate the parents. Why? As we know, parental involvement not only enriches academic performance, but it also has a positive influence on student attitude and behavior. A parent's interest and encouragement in a child's education can affect the child's attitude towards school, classroom conduct, self-esteem, absenteeism, and motivation. Parents, continue to support your child. Godparents, assist the parents. Teachers, assist them as well. It takes a community. Congratulations, Mr. Fontenelle. Thank you so much, Miss, for your assistance. I now give you a bit of a break for, we're celebrating academic excellence, but as you will see this morning, we also have a lot of creative excellence. So the students of the Patricia James Secondary School Steel Pan Orchestra will now perform a musical rendition. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome them on stage. Thank you so much, students. What's the name of that song? Who's the artist? Monster. And what does he remind us? He says to us, he's on a plane heading out of St. Lucia. He says to the pilot, stop, I have to go back because I love this island. Now we say this, we say this, but do we really understand the beauty of St. Lucia? Have we bought into the idea that we have to let her, St. Lucia, inspire us? Let her, not the foreigners and not the tourists, she has to inspire us first. So this is a very important song. Love this song very much. He says, St. Lucia is your home. Let her inspire you to give back, build a stronger society. And as our independence theme for this year states, what does it say? Do you know what that independence theme is? Duva Assam. One people shaping our destiny. Now, I remember when I was a student in the US, now my patois was very bad. My Creole is really bad because when I was in St. Lucia, I didn't understand the importance of it. And then we had International Day, and they say, well, Tracy, you're from St. Lucia, and according to Wikipedia, you're supposed to be fluent in English and fluent in Creole because most of the people speak Creole. Ek mwete pe. Samwe sadi. So I said to you all, this is our second language. Learn it. It will take you far. It is how you communicate with our folks in Martinique, if you can't speak French, our neighbors in Guadeloupe. It is our secret language when we are on that train in New York. Ek nou pa vle moun kopon sa nou vle di. It is this language, and I tell my sons, pa fe sa. If there's one Creole expression they know is pa fe sa. Right? So this is ours, and we must embrace it. We move on to the presentation of CSEC Awards. We begin with Humanities and Natural Sciences, and I would like to invite the Acting Deputy Chief Education Officer, Instruction, Miss Gianetti George, to assist with this presentation. Now, I know I got that first name wrong, so you will help me with that. Gianetti George. CSEC Awards Humanities. The first award goes to Sumirat Charles, Outstanding Performance CXC-CSEC, Additional Mathematics. She is a former student of the St. Joseph's Convent. Now for this part, I'm going to go a little bit faster so that we can just flow. Yes? The second award goes to Alana Bousquet, Outstanding Performance, CXC-CSEC Mathematics, former student of the St. Joseph's Convent, and former, I don't know why they have former there, because I know very well I was at SJC and you are still there. She's also an excellent athlete, an all-rounder. Alana Bousquet, ladies and gentlemen, Outstanding Performance in Mathematics, Interactor, ika tout bagay. And they say that. These top achievers are usually involved in extracurricular activities, sports, etc., etc. Ria Raoul receives the award for Outstanding Performance CXC-CSEC English A, former student of the Castries Comprehensive Secondary School. Now, Ria, that was my alma mater. What is your house? Cardinals are. Ria receives the award for Outstanding Performance, CXC-CSEC English A, former student of the Castries Comprehensive Secondary School. Congratulations, Ria. Icon Chico, Outstanding Performance, CXC-CSEC English B, former student of the Vieux-Fort Comprehensive Secondary School. Congratulations, Ms. Chico. Caitlin Polius receives the award for Outstanding Performance, CXC-CSEC Visual Arts 2022, former student of the St. Joseph's Convent. She receives outstanding performance in visual arts. Congratulations. Janae Felix, outstanding performance, theater arts. Former student of the St. Joseph's Convent. Life needs a little drama, no? Theater arts recipient, outstanding performance for CXC. Congratulations. Ignatius Alexander, outstanding performance, CXC, CSEC, music. What is your instrument, sir? Steel pan. Now that is something when he goes abroad he can show off that is unique to our Caribbean. Mr. Alexander wins outstanding performance, CXC, CSEC, music, steel pan, former student of the Stanley John Odlum Secondary School. Congratulations, sir. Cameron Gustave, outstanding performance, CXC, CSEC, en français, French award. Félicitations. Former student of the St. Mary's College. Congratulations, Sue. And of course, we all know that if we show a certain proficiency in French, if we want to study in our neighboring territories, Guadeloupe and Martinique, we can do so at the cost of a native student in those countries. So it is a great benefit with studying French at the advanced level. CXC awardee Natural Sciences. Zina Mangal, outstanding performance, human and social biology. Former student of the St. Joseph's Convent. We congratulate her on winning this outstanding award for human and social biology. She attended the St. Joseph's Convent. Amber Liu, outstanding performance in biology, 2022. Also a former student of the St. Joseph's Convent, Miss Amber Liu. Congratulations, Amber. Venetia Moffat, outstanding performance, integrated science. Former student of the Castries Comprehensive Secondary School. Miss Moffat wins the award for integrated science and attended the Castries Comprehensive Secondary School. Joanna George, Agricultural Science Award. Former student of the Choiseul Secondary School. Very, very important discipline. Sustainability for our nation, agriculture. Notice I'm advocating for you already for the Ministry of Agriculture. Ladies and gentlemen, we congratulate Joanna George for outstanding performance in agricultural science. She attended the Choiseul Secondary School. Omika Common also receives the award for agricultural science. She is a former student of the Castries Comprehensive Secondary School. I know Helen's Daughters has made agriculture, and I think her quote is sexy, yes? And so she has gifted the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College 2 scholarships, full scholarships, for students who are pursuing their associate's degree in agriculture, to female students specifically. And that is Helen's Daughters. So thank you so much for that. And we would like to thank you, Ms. George, for your assistance. We continue with the Social Science and Physical Education Awards, and we would like to invite Ms. Leonce, who is the Planning Officer, to help with the distribution of these awards. Espanol? I didn't say the Spanish award? How can I not say the Spanish award? Do you know I was a Spanish teacher for 20 years? And I think the only reason why I didn't do that is because it's not on the script. But, and that's okay, because my assistants in the back are going to quickly come to me and tell me who it is. And in the meantime, while they're sorting that out, we all know some Spanish. Yes, sí. Buenos días. ¿Cómo están? Excelente. Un placer verles hoy. Nosotros recibimos muchas becas. They're taking a long time to come with the name of this awardee. Oh, despacito. Yes, muy bien, despacito. Excellent. Now, as you said that here, one of the things which was one of the ways that I learned Spanish was by listening to music. I would sit, and this is the day where you did not have lyrics. You had to sit down and transcribe. So that helped with the grammar, the vocabulary, etc. So those of you who like foreign languages, please. Now, she hands this to me, but doesn't show me where it is. So now I'm supposed to find it on the paper. I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing. So we have here Spanish. That's for Cape. And we're doing CSEC. So there we have. Okay, wonderful. Lo siento mucho, mi amor. Perdóname, perdóname. But I would like to now call on, and notice it was deliberate because I have to recognize this Spanish recipient, Dana Shariki. Excelente. Very good. Dana is currently a student at the St. Joseph's Convent and a former student of the Montessori Primary School. Congratulations. And thank you. I know that you guys have my back, and that's important. And this is also a learning lesson for you all. You must say, how does she stand up there and talk and not get nervous? And then you say, and she is nervous. And she's up at 2 in the morning saying, I hope I don't make any mistakes. But she always does. But she moves on to another day. Because that is part of the learning process, is to make mistakes, smile in the face of it, and move on. So I think now we can invite Ms. Leonce, the planning officer, to help with the distribution of awards. And these are the awards for the social sciences. Ria Barnett, outstanding performance, Caribbean history, former student of the St. Joseph's Convent. Congratulations, Ms. Barnett. Barrett. Outstanding performance, Caribbean history. And are those her parents in the background there? All right. Is that Mr. and Mrs. Barrett? Well done. Samira Charles, outstanding performance, Caribbean studies, former student of the St. Joseph's Convent. Congratulations. Cameron Gustav, outstanding performance, geography, former student of the St. Mary's College. Congratulations, Mr. Gustav. Marissa Joseph, outstanding performance, principles of business, former student of the Viewfort Castries Comprehensive School. Viewfort Comprehensive School. It reminds me of when we had 758, and what was the Viewfort? The Southern 759. So now we're merging them together, right? 758, 759, yes. Thank God those days are over. Thank you so much for your assistance. And we move on, thank you very much, Ms. Leonce, and we carry on with the CSEC Awards for Technical and Vocational Training. We invite the Honorable Senator, Dr. Pauline Antoine Prosper. I know, they get an A+ for paying attention. Definitely, I have, I don't know. Let's just, I guess you're right. Let's just go with the program. But I have this list here, and that's okay. We'll get to that in 1 minute. We'll rectify that in 1 minute. So let's just move on to this here, and then we will go backwards. So we carry on with the CSEC Awards for Technical and Vocational Training, and we invite Honorable Senator Dr. Pauline Antoine Prosper, Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Sustainable Development, Innovation, Science, Technology, and Vocational Training. And our first recipient for this award goes to Marissa Timet. And she gets the award for Outstanding Performance, Office Administration. Timet, former student of the Leon Hess Comprehensive Secondary School. Miss Timet, congratulations. Dane Benjamin, Outstanding Performance, Electronic Document Preparation and Management, former student of the Beanfield Secondary School. Congratulations, sir. Vandan Shallery, Outstanding Performance, Industrial Technology, Electrical, 2022, former student of the Viewfort Comprehensive Secondary School. Mr. Shallery receives the award for Industrial Technology Electrical from the Viewfort Comprehensive Secondary School. Ajani Mehta, Outstanding Performance, Industrial Technology Mechanical, former student of the Castries Comprehensive Secondary School. Now, I want to make sure I have all my ducks in a row. And I continue now with Jay Clary, who receives the award for Outstanding Performance in Technical Drawing, former student of the St. Joseph's Convent Secondary School, Technical Drawing. Chrisanne Mooney, Outstanding Performance, Food, Nutrition, and Health, 2022, former student of the Viewfort Comprehensive Secondary School. Chrisanne Mooney. Serena Charles, Outstanding Performance, Family and Resource Management, former student of the Leon Hess Comprehensive Secondary School. Congratulations. Now, while she receives, this is the last one that I have on the list, you have to help me figure out how we go back. Which one of the parents was doing up? We don't? Okay, we will just, two of them? 4 names. Yes. All right, so I've been told that after the presentation, we will rectify that because they have to be recognized. Their parents are here and they want to hear their names. So many apologies. These things happen when we have so many names, and so we will rectify that after the presentation that we have next. Thank you very much for your assistance. I appreciate that tremendously. One of the lecturers at the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College, she lectures in economics, her name is Elra Ermey, wrote a song for our Nobel laureates entitled, You Can Be Next. And she reminds us that though we come from smallness, we can still achieve greatness. She asks us to look at our Nobel laureates as examples of greatness. But I say to you this morning, look around you, and you see greatness. So at this point in time, we have a very short presentation in tribute to our 2 Nobel laureates put together by the students of the Viewfort Comprehensive School And they use technology. They've used the smart classroom to put this presentation together. Ladies and gentlemen, presentation on our 2 Nobel laureates. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Granny. Good afternoon, Ishmael. What are you reading? The newspaper, about Sir Derek Walcott. You know who that is? No, I don't know. Okay, me too. Honorable Sir Derek Alton Walcott was a poet and a playwright. He received the Nobel Laureate Prize in 1992 for literature. He published his first poem in the local newspaper when he was only 14 years. 14? 14? Oh, this. You want to be so? Let me read you one of his poems. A City's Death by Fire. After that hot gospeller has leveled all but the church sky, I wrote the tale by tale of a city's death by fire. Where are mothers?
Good afternoon.
Why you have that attitude?
Actually, she gonna give us a project on Sir Arthur Lewis. Apparently he's good.
You know what is? I don't know who that is.
No.
Let me tell you about him. Honorable Sir William Arthur Lewis was an economist. He won the Nobel Prize in 1979 for economic sciences.
Must be smart.
You know they even have a school named after him.
Wow, how that's okay.
And you know one thing they have in common? Honorable Sir Arthur Lewis and Sir Derek Walcott, they are both Nobel laureates because they won the Nobel Prize. Wow. Let me continue reading the poem. I wanted to tell, in more than wax, of faiths that were snapped like wire. All day I walked abroad among the rubbed tales, shocked at each wall that stood on the streets like a lion.
He's out! Dancing for another wicket!
Boy, you always on some magic about cricket.
It's not magic. Darren Summy was the first solution to play on the West Indies team.
Well, I don't know about that, but I do know that Dr. Tiffany Victor has a doctorate in philosophy in chemistry.
Yeah, chemistry. Darren Summy was the only person to captain and win the T20 twice. And Katie Lesbury, he was also a famous person who played cricket from VSCSS.
Okay, and Dr. Tiffany Victor researched on understanding how symbiotic fungi can be used to help plants grow bigger in nutrient soils so it can be used for biofuels.
And not only doctors have letters after their names. Darren Summy is Darren Summy, OBE.
She also studied overseas, all the way in New York. And not just her, we have Dr. Shabaka Edward, who also studied in the USA. Calm down, why are you acting like that? You know, the memory is not that good. But I remember a boy from Auger was writing several CXCs. He got 14 ones and 1 2. Javed Samuel, Island Scholarship holder in 1999. Then, Manny Mathur and Giovanni Henry got Island Scholars in the same year, 2013, CSEC and CAPE respectively. Now, it's not just academics. VSCSS has produced people like Zane Pierre, Lashley Motor-Winter, Mala Bryan, and even Tariq Xavier. And that is just a few. Look at history unfold. Every year, VFCS has several recipients at the National Awards of Excellence. Ayana Silis, Viana Flavius, and Adiel Henry, Amakai Modest, Nathan Samuel, and Jester Yang. VFCSS. We don't even have time to go deeper into history and talk about Dr. Kenny Anthony, Mathurin Emmanuel, Anderson Reynolds, Bernard Fox Henry, and Bishop Malzé. So, past and current pupils of Beaufort Comprehensive Secondary School can all aspire to be creative, successful, and to create a legacy for VFCSS, St. Lucia, and the Caribbean. Whether it is in academia, sports, finance, politics, community building, education, health, construction, business, any field, VFCSS has made a great impact to society for the past 60 years. Did you know the school is celebrating its 60th anniversary? I tell you, celebrating excellence, nurturing our creativity, consolidating our legacy.
Thank you so much for that. Now, I went back there and I said to them, we've practiced this, we know what we're doing. And I said to them, you know what, for the people that were heckling me in the audience and trying to bully me, I learned a Creole expression for you all. Zot vle tout ble mwen? Well, the reason why I didn't call those names, there's a reason. There is a reason. So let us wait to see how that unfolds. So if I don't call a name, it is deliberate. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so don't bully me anymore. All right. So thank you very much for that presentation. It is wonderful to see the teachers and the students who have used the technology in this creative way. We now have the presentation of the CAPE Awards. And we would like to invite our presenter this morning, Ms. Linnell Malizer, who is the Director of Innovation, to assist with the distribution of the awards of Arts and Humanities for CAPE. Oh, now that I give you all business, you're not clapping again. No. We're still enthusiastic. We would like to call on Brianne Bastier for outstanding performance for the CAPE examinations in Spanish Unit 2, outstanding performance CAPE Sociology Unit 2, and she attained her certificate from the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College. Brianne Bastier, 2 awards, outstanding performance in CAPE Spanish Unit 2, and outstanding performance Sociology Unit 2. Congratulations. Deanne Wilson, outstanding performance CAPE Tourism, Beaufort Comprehensive Secondary School. Congratulations for outstanding performance, Tourism, Unit 2. Ms. Wilson attended the Beaufort Comprehensive Secondary School, and we congratulate her on her award. Annalie Stephen, outstanding performance CAPE, Geography Unit 2, Beaufort Comprehensive Secondary School. Annalie Stephen, Geography Award, Unit 2, Beaufort Comprehensive Secondary School. Shafana Edmond, outstanding performance CAPE, History, Unit 2, from the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College, SALCC. Congratulations, Ms. Edmond. Ms. Edmond receives the award in History, Unit 2, at the CAPE level from the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College. Congratulations on your award. Niall Brooms, outstanding performance CAPE Law. Congratulations from the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College, outstanding performance in Law, Unit 2. Thank you so much, Ms. Bonbrooms, and congratulations on your award. Well done. Thank you so much, Ms. Malzer, for your assistance. And we will now continue, and I would like to invite Ms. Michelle Charles, Permanent Secretary, Department of Education, Innovation, and Vocational Training, will assist with the awards for Business and Human Development Studies. The first recipient is Lavon Mate, Outstanding Performance, Cape, Accounting, Unit 2, Vieux-Fort Comprehensive Secondary School. Lavon Mate, Outstanding Performance in Accounting. Congratulations, Sue. Dania Joseph, Outstanding Performance, Economics, Unit 2, Vieux-Fort Comprehensive Secondary School. She also receives Outstanding Performance for Management of Business, Unit 2. Congratulations, Ms. Joseph, from the Vieux-Fort Comprehensive Secondary School. Steffi Fassois. Unfortunately, she is unable to be with us, but her godfather will collect on her behalf. Thank you so much for being here. Outstanding Performance, Cape, Entrepreneurship, Unit 2, and she also comes from the Vieux-Fort Comprehensive Secondary School. Congratulations, and we would like to thank Ms. Charles for her assistance with the distribution of the awards for Business and Human Development Studies. We now invite Honorable Sean Edward, Minister for Education, to assist with the distribution of Mathematics and Science Awards. Now, Minister, when I was getting all that pressure down there, you didn't stand up for me. It reminds me of a quote by Sir Arthur Lewis. It says, "Collective judgment of new ideas is so often wrong that it is arguable that progress depends on individuals being free to back their own judgment despite collective disapproval." And if Sir Arthur says it, you know that it is legit. So the next time, defend me. Thank you so much for being here for the distribution of the Mathematics and Science Awards. And the first recipient is Thea Danielle, Outstanding Performance Applied Mathematics, Unit 2, 2021, from the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College. Congratulations, Ms. Danielle, for receiving the award of Applied Mathematics, Unit 2. Congratulations. Joanne Alfay. Unfortunately, she is not here, but we invite her parents to collect the award on her behalf. She receives the award for Outstanding Performance in Biology, Unit 2. She attended the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College. Congratulations. It's nice to see the parents who are here in their child's absence to collect the award. It is a proud moment. Congratulations on that. She receives the award for Physics, Unit 2, 2022, Outstanding Performance in Cape. Letana Brune is the next recipient, Outstanding Performance for Cape Biology. She also attended the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College, Biology, Unit 2, Outstanding Performance. Congratulations, Miss. We would like to invite Miss Malani Payne, Outstanding Performance, Cape Chemistry, Unit 2, 2022. proud parents in the bleachers. Congratulations, Ms. Payne, on outstanding performance for Cape Chemistry. I also told that she's an accomplished pianist and a dancer as well. So many accolades there. From the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College, we produce the best. Nivan Constantine, outstanding performance, Information Technology, Unit 2, from the Vieux-Fort Comprehensive Secondary School. Tasha, we're going to welcome you next. Edward, outstanding performance, Cape Environmental Science, Unit 2, 2022. She is currently a lab technician at the Sir Ira Simmons Secondary School, and she's also pursuing a bachelor's degree in environmental studies and sustainability at the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College. Congratulations, Miss Edward. St. Luce Edward. Annalise Stephen, outstanding performance, Cape Green Engineering, from the Vieux-Fort Comprehensive Secondary School. Green Engineering, Unit 2. Congratulations to all the recipients. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Honorable Minister, for your assistance. And we take a pause for a musical rendition. The title of this song is A Million Dreams, and it comes from the soundtrack of The Greatest Showman. Just a few of the lyrics to kind of orient you a little bit. I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own, through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. Ladies and gentlemen, help me to welcome a performance by Michael Fletcher, violinist and student of the Choiseul Secondary School, with A Million Dreams. So when I saw Michael backstage, I said, "You look familiar. Did I see you at the Boo Hinkson concert?" And he says, "Yes, I performed there in December." And I said to him, "You performed the song," and I wanted to jump out of my seat and dance, Despacito. But then he said to me, he has another song as well, so you have to vote. Do we want him to play Despacito or Burna Boy? What's the song? It's plenty. Burna Boy or Despacito? Can you do it without the backtrack, the background music? Can you try to get the track, Despacito? And then while you're trying to get that track, that last part here, because I went and I looked at that information here, that the lyrics for that song, that last section here, Despacito. I hope you guys can make it work back there because the audience is asking for it and we're here to please the recipients, the awardees, the parents. So we have to make sure we hear this. Because every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. Great, great, great rendition of A Million Dreams. Is that a yes for the Despacito? Can you try to play it without? I put him on the spot. He's not prepared for this.
Because we have no backing track today, I want to invite you, the audience, to perform this piece with me.
Can I dance some salsa?
Go ahead. Despacito. That's the only words I know. Thank you so much, Mr. Fletcher. You're awesome. He's fearless. Anybody seen the movie Puss in Boots? I just saw it this weekend, and it is deep because Puss in his head is afraid of this big bad wolf. But once he faces this fear, the wolf runs away and retreats. You know, I think there are just so many wonderful messages in that movie. I advise that you watch it with your child. Puss in Boots, messages for grown-ups, messages for children, fantastic film. And I hope Caribbean Cinema gives me some free tickets for that free promo. We now invite the Honorable Philip J. Pierre, Prime Minister and Minister for Finance, Economic Development and Youth Economy and Finance for Justice and National Security to help with the presentation of Top Performer CSEC, the overall top performer. Now, this is the moment her parents have been waiting for. It's very exciting, and she topped the CSEC Awards, examinations, and she receives the award, and her name is Miss Ria Barrett. Very good. Congratulations, Ria. Ria attended the Camille Henry Memorial Primary School. She also attended the St. Joseph's Convent, and she is currently a student at the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College, pursuing the CAPE program in chemistry, biology, applied mathematics, and communication studies. Congratulations, Ms. Barrett. Thank you so much, Honorable Prime Minister. If you can just remain on stage as we continue with the top performers for CSEC and CAPE locally with regional recognition. Jester Yang. Jester Yang began writing these exams, these CSEC exams, from Form 2. And each year has received awards for excellence in the subjects that he wrote. This year, he gets the award for outstanding performance in economics, principles of business, pure mathematics unit 2. He is a former student of the Vieux Fort Comprehensive and first-year student at the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College Southern Division. Jester ranked second place regionally for both subjects areas. I live in Gros Islet, but it looked like I'm going to have to change to go to Vieux Fort. Congratulations, Jester. And did you hear that? He started writing CSEC exams in Form 2, and every year gets an award. So I repeat, he gets the outstanding performance, economics, principles of business, and pure mathematics, Unit 2. Mr. Jester Yang. Sarah Raoul. Outstanding performance, CXC CSEC Physics 2022. Outstanding performance in chemistry. Former student of the Castries Comprehensive Secondary School, she ranked 8th place regionally in physics. Regionally. Congratulations, Ms. Raoul. Bajani Fanis, outstanding performance, social studies, former student of the St. Joseph's Convent, and she ranked first regionally in social studies. Congratulations, Bajani. Currently a student at the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College and also involved in many extracurricular activities. Vianna Flavius receives the award for outstanding performance, principles of accounts, former student of the Vieux Fort Comprehensive Secondary School. She ranked 8th place regionally. Congratulations for winning this award, principles of accounts. Vianna Flavius. Diana Shariki. She wins the award Outstanding Performance por Español. Felicidades. Muchas gracias. Former student of the St. Joseph's Convent. She ranked 3rd regionally. Congratulations, Miss Shariki. Petra Mathre. Petra Mathre, outstanding performance, physical education and sport. And as we know, we are doing very well in that discipline. Congratulations. Physical education and sport, former student of St. Joseph's Convent. She ranked 8th regionally. Congratulations. Sonara Mata, outstanding performance, textile, clothing, and fashion. She is a teacher at the Alger Secondary School. She ranked 2nd place regionally. So can I come to you for my independence outfit? Outstanding performance, textiles, clothing, and fashion, 2022. Amikai Modest, Outstanding performance, industrial technology building. Former student of Vieux-Fort Comprehensive. He ranked first in the region. Congratulations, sir. Ayana Seal. Outstanding performance in Literature and English, Unit 2. Outstanding performance, French, Unit 2. Outstanding performance, Cape, Digital Media, Unit 2. Congratulations, Ms. Seal. She was a former student of the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College. She ranked first place regionally in literature. Oh, God. Vieux-Fort Compre, congratulations. And those were 3 awards: Literature and English, French, and Digital Media. Congratulations. Thank you so much, Honorable Prime Minister, for your assistance. The Communications Unit of the Department of Education will now share a presentation on the Taiwan ICT in education. We would like to now invite you to look at the screen so that we have a very short documentary on what has been happening. Ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to view the ICT in education here in St. Lucia by the government of Taiwan. Thank you so much.
From the government and people of Taiwan to St. Lucia's education sector and overall development on the island. The Ministry of Education showered hearty praise on the government and people of Taiwan for the outpouring of technological support in advancing instruction in schools on the island. The Taiwanese government gave major support to facilitate remote learning during the COVID pandemic through the provision of many electronic devices. This comes as phase 1 of Taiwan's ICT in education project came to an end. Over the past 3 years, the Taiwanese Embassy ICT for Educational Development project has provided over 25 schools on the island with technological equipment and smart classrooms, while at the same time building teacher capacity in the use of new technologies to enhance instruction. A total of 32 65-inch interactive educational screens were handed over to 11 secondary schools and 10 primary schools as part of the project. The multimedia space is designed to support several areas, including interactive learning and recording of music and theatrical performances. It can also be used for video conferencing, virtual tours, and interactive sports theory and strategy.
They can facilitate instruction by live stream the lessons and real-time interaction with students, provide students access to online content or library materials.
The Umbrella Taiwan ICT in Education project conducted a 3-day workshop for educational administrators, focusing on learning analytics and how it can be harnessed to improve educational products and processes.
It's obvious that ICT in education is not only about smart classrooms and devices, but also about additional tools that would allow you to function more effectively as administrators in your position. As leaders within our education system, it is important that you lead by example and attune your minds to embracing change.
The government of the Republic of China, Taiwan continues to express its commitment to provide St. Lucians with more opportunities to further their studies. And a major step towards the teaching of Mandarin in schools was made with the launch of the Mandarin Pilot Project. The launch of the Mandarin Pilot Program also saw the donation of Mandarin text to the Ministry of Education by the Taiwanese government, who is funding the project. From Rondi Bay in front of the Taiwanese Embassy, I am Daniel Dubois.
Now, I was fortunate to be at some of the openings of these smart classrooms throughout St. Lucia, and it is a marvel. So we have schools we've got the smart classroom in Labrie, we've got them all, we've got them at St. Joseph's Convent. I mean, they're over, according to the video, how many schools received? Do you remember what they said? 25. So they're not only putting these smart classrooms in the secondary schools and primary schools, they're also building teacher capacity to enable them to be able to use the technology. So it is wonderful, and we know that the schools are using it and are very appreciative. And so at this point in time, I would like to invite Ms. Michelle Charles, who can please join me on stage for a special presentation to the Embassy of the Republic of China, Taiwan. You know, there are many students who are studying in Taiwan and learning Mandarin, so that is also an avenue for those of you who want to further your education. Ms. Charles, if you can come to the mic for your special presentation.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Pilgrim George. On behalf of the Ministry of Education, we really wish to take this opportunity to thank our friends at the Embassy of the Republic of China, Taiwan, for all of their assistance and all what they have provided for us within the Ministry of Education as we sought to integrate information and communication technology into education. This has been an awesome project over the past 3 years. We really want to thank Joanna in particular for all of the effort that she had put into making this a reality. Many of our schools are very thankful. Our principals and our students have been putting into good use the devices that have been provided. And for that, on behalf of the Ministry of Education and by extension, the government of St. Lucia, I really want to extend our heartfelt gratitude to you for all of your efforts and look forward to our continued collaboration in the future. And with that, I would wish to invite the ambassador to receive a small plaque on the behalf of the Ministry of Education.
Now, remember in the beginning we said that there were different ways that we applaud. I think that one requires a more hearty applaud. That one is fantastic. 25 schools around the island, recipients of these smart classrooms. Thank you so much. At this point in time, I would like to invite Honorable Sean Edward for a special presentation to a special gentleman who will be missed by students and teachers and fellow principals. And you know, it's always sad, in life, and they tell you that you can't stay in the same spot too long, although my father always says a rolling stone collects no moss, but you have to actualize yourself. When an opportunity presents itself, you must jump at it. And so, Honorable Minister, if we can do our short presentation to a gentleman who was a principal at a very distinguished school and is now going on to greener pastures. Honorable Minister, a few words, please. No problem. And so I tease a lot because I remember the recipient of this award in secondary school at the St. Mary's College in a calypso on the stage. And he was a calypsonian, and it was just, he was fantastic. And then I was at his school last week, and I teased him, and the student said, "Mrs. George, how could you?" And I said to him, "Yes, sir. My sister had the biggest crush on you at 12 years old." And so the Honorable Minister will come and say a few words to this distinguished gentleman.
Thank you very much. Is Mr. Lubo in the audience? Please come up. There was no need to build a suspense, so I mentioned him up front. There's not much that I can say about Mr. Lubo that has not been said, particularly on social media in the last couple of days. I first encountered Mr. Lubo as a parent. My son attended the Leon Hess Comprehensive Secondary School. And I remember on registration day, he said to me, "Sir, I want to join your ministry." I was in the Ministry of Youth Development and Sports. And I said to him, I don't think now is a good time for you to leave because you've been doing such an excellent job at the institution. Why would you want to leave when my son is coming in? On other occasions, he continued to apply the pressure. And I must admit that I was not really listening to Mr. Lubon because in Mr. Lubon we had an excellent school administrator, one of the best in the country. So my son graduated and he said to me, we had a deal. So your son has left, it's time for me to leave. And he was saying that to me at a time when I had just assumed the position of Minister of Education. So if I didn't want him to leave as the minister responsible for sports, you think I would have endorsed the decision to allow him to leave when I'm the Minister of Education? And so Mr. Lubon was adamant that it needed a change. And this is not something new. It is something that he had been pursuing for more than a decade now. And I remember when the directive came from the Public Service Commission that we prepare his appraisal, because this is a prerequisite to making an appointment. I deliberately, and it's a confession I'm prepared to make on national television, I tried to delay the process as much as possible. And then the HR officer came to me saying that Mr. Lubon was not too happy about the strategy that I'm employing. And so I said to her, go ahead, prepare Mr. Lubon's appraisal so that the appointment can be made at the Ministry of Sports. The Prime Minister and I had a discussion about Mr. Lubon's departure. And for many persons who hold dear to their heart the education fraternity, we know Mr. Lubon will be a tremendous loss. But as he himself said on social media, he's serving the country in a very important capacity as the Director of Youth. Our young people have a lot of issues to contend with on a daily basis. And if now Mr. Lubon sits in the agency with primary responsibility, for formulation of policy as it relates to the development of our young people, I think even there too he will have or make an indelible impression on the national landscape. So on behalf of the education fraternity, I want to thank you immensely for your contribution to our sector, and we wish you well in your future endeavors in your new role. Congratulations, Mr. Lubon.
So he says he wants to say something, but before he does, can I take a picture so I can get my sister jealous? So before we invite him to the podium, we would like to invite Mrs. Yard from the Trophy Center with another special presentation. And then we would like for you to come to the podium and say something. So Honorable Minister, you can stay until Mrs. Yard makes her presentation. Mrs. Yard from the Trophy Center. Do you want to read what it says, Mrs. Yard, or you will? You can come to the mic so you can be audible.
Congratulations, Mr. Rohan Lubon, on your appointment as Director of Youth Development. You dreamed big, you worked hard, and you have earned the recognition that comes with the appointment from the management and staff of the Trophy Center. I also want to add a few special words. Mr. Lubon, I have watched you grow the Leon Hess Secondary School over the past 17 years with you heading your team. And you have earned the respect of all, I shouldn't say all, but most St. Lucians. You've done a marvelous job. And I am certain that you will perform fantastically in your new position.
Good afternoon, everyone. Unfortunately, I was not here for the start of the ceremony, as I was summoned to the launch of an application for the Ministry of Youth Development and Sport. So I had to be present at that function to deliver the opening remarks, and I was directed by my DPS to attend the National Awards of Excellence, which I already had intention to because I got my personal invitation as a principal. So I said to her, yes, I realized there's a clash. She said, no, you could go ahead. I said, okay, fine. So the type of person I am, when I come to functions and I'm late, I do not like too much attention to be walking among delegates. So I quietly sat to the back. They begged me to be escorted to the front. I said, no, that's okay, I'll sit at the back. And I have a meeting at 1 p.m. with my youth workers and youth officers. So when I checked the time, I was about to walk out. I said, boy, I can't be late for my meeting. And someone stopped me and said, no, you cannot leave. Gave me a little heads up, but I was not sure, to be honest. But I know my minister, well, former Minister of Education, yes, my former minister, I know him so well that from the time I got the appointment, he never called me, and that's not like him. So I said, you know what? I suspect Honorable Sean Edwards has something up his sleeve. So I'm not surprised at all. Well, I am surprised, but you know, knowing the man that he is, I knew that there was something he had up his sleeves and he was planning for me. So I'm very happy, I'm very honored, appreciative of the awards that I've received today, the award, the accolades. And I would just like to mention that at first I never thought of becoming an educational leader. Of course, I did my degree in management studies, but I ended up at the Leoness Comprehensive Secondary School by almost coincidence when Mr. Rupert Ellis found out that I was on the market. And he simply called me over the phone without asking to come in for any interview, knowing me from St. Mary's College, asked me to report for duty, which made Mr. Rohan Sion very upset, because the day I reported at Leoness Comprehensive Secondary School, Mr. Rohan Sion called and said, but you're supposed to report to St. Mary's College, that's your alma mater. Call Mr. Ellis and tell him you're not coming in. I said to Mr. Sion, no, I cannot do this. I already went to the school. I cannot disappoint Mr. Ellis. So I chose to remain at Leoness Comprehensive Secondary. And I have no regrets. Taught for 11 years and then was appointed principal for the past 17 years, thanks to some persons out there who had a lot of confidence in me for advocating for me taking up the role at a very tender age when, you know, a few persons were not too confident that a young person would be able to lead an establishment of that nature and that size. So I would like to thank everyone over the past 27 years for their support. I do not want to start calling names, to be honest, but it begins with my family. I was born and raised in an extended family. My grandmother is one of the most important persons to me. She passed last year. May her soul rest in peace. My mother, been in contact with my father, and all of my extended family who have been supportive over the years. And of course, my colleagues in the early years who nurtured me, took me under their wing, and groomed me to the leader that I am today. All of the past teachers of the school, the past administrators, much respect, big respect for Mr. Rupert Ellis and Mr. McCorville Combi. These were my administrators from at the beginning, and they groomed me and all of the senior teachers who were there. I would also like to thank all of the students that passed through the gates of the Leoness Comprehensive Secondary School, and even those before my time, because as the principal, the students who were there before my time, they would assist the school in various ways by providing awards and grants, monetary funding, etc. to the school to assist with the development and progress of the school. And of course, I would like to thank all of the other persons, first of all, in the Ministry of Education over the years, those in administration, all the past ministers of education, past prime ministers as well, and everyone who have supported me in this 27-year journey. I would like to thank you wholeheartedly for your support. And as I said, it was not about me, it was a team effort at Leoness Comprehensive Secondary School. It has always been a team effort. Decision making is holistic, and we incorporate everyone from the students right down to our community members. We incorporate everyone in our decision-making process. And without them, my journey there would not have been successful at all. So I'd like to thank the entire LHCSS family and all those out there in the Ministry of Education and other ministries, all the private sector individuals and corporations who supported the school, who supported me with my initiatives. There are a number of parents as well who are on board with providing for our welfare program. And as a matter of fact, what comes to mind here is, just want to mention now, I think this is the best audience to mention it. We have procured 52 ceiling fans for the school, because you know there are times when it's very hot during the course of the year. Those fans have been cleared recently. Thank you for the government of St. Lucia for allowing those funds to be cleared. Donated by a parent. He doesn't want to be, he wants to remain anonymous. And so we have those ceiling fans to install at the school. But of course, we have a slight problem with our electricals. So whatever assistance you could get with that, so that you could install those fans at the earliest possible time, we would appreciate it. Because you know you don't want to pay any storage fees. And also another concern is just our playing field over the years. We have attempted to refurbish our playing field. So we would like some assistance with that as well. So having said this, no, just these two. Having said this, Mr. Edwards, Honorable Sean Edwards, I thank you wholeheartedly for your support over the years. We are like comrades, as he said. You know, we are like comrades. He's like a brother to me. Although when he held back on my appraisal, you know, I was not upset, to be honest. But, you know, I knew that he had only good intentions for me. So I could understand why he did it. So, but I'd like to thank you, sir, for your support over the years. Much appreciated. And of course, you wanted to take me under your wing. Had you been on the other side, so you could understand why you have to allow me to leave. But I will always be a part of the education system, regardless. It is in my blood. Education is in my blood. And wherever I could assist in that faculty, I will be openly and willing to do so. So thank you very much.
Okay, the official photos are now taking place. And while we do that, the moment that we've all been waiting for, the presentation of Island Scholars. The highlight of this event, may I invite the Acting Governor General, Your Excellency, Earl Errol Charles, to assist with the presentation of this award. So we're going to go back. We're going to start off with 2020, progress to 2021, and then announce the 2022 recipient. The 2020 Island Scholars, there are two of them. The first is Pavana Dalsu. Pavana, there she is coming down the stairs. Congratulations, Ms. Dalsu. She attended the Camille Henry Memorial School. She then went on to over to the Tapio Private School, attended the St. Joseph's Convent, attended the South Louis Community College, and then UWI St. Augustine. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2020 Island Scholar, Pavana Dalsu. The second winner is Miss Matilda Angeloni. Matilda, congratulations. Matilda went to Dame Paulette Louisi, then to the St. Joseph's Convent, the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College, and she is currently in Bern University in Switzerland. So we would like to have her mother collect the award on her behalf. Congratulations. Angeloni in Switzerland, the land of chocolate. The 2021 Island Scholar is Navit Isaac. Navit Isaac, congratulations for winning this award. And of course, we have a parent who will be receiving. And She received the award, well, she attended, first of all, the Dame Paulette, I'm saying the wrong thing, attended Carmen Rennie, then the St. Joseph's Convent, Sir Arthur Lewis Community College, and now she is studying at Clarkston University in the United States of America. Congratulations. 2021 Island Scholar, Navit Isaac. Congratulations. And the 2022 Island Scholar. And I think I'd like to invite her parents to come because both are there with her, and I know that it was a journey for all. The 2022 Island Scholar is Melanie Payne. Congratulations. Mr. and Mrs. Payne, can you walk across the stage with your daughter? She attended the Montessori Primary School, then the St. Joseph's Convent, the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College, and she was my student in one of those years. The first year, right, Melanie? Year 1 Spanish online, and she came every single time. Her camera was on every single time, and she was the leader for all of the projects. She was an outstanding student. Melanie Payne wins the 2022 Island Scholar Award. Her parents, Mr. and Mrs. Payne. Melanie studied chemistry, Spanish, biology, communication studies, and Caribbean studies. Melanie Payne, the recipient of the 2022 Island Scholar Award. Thank you so much, Your Excellency, for your assistance, and thank you so much, parents, for indulging. I hope that's not what you guys were doing when you were raising her. Congratulations to the recipients, their families, teachers, friends, and those who supported them throughout their academic journey. Duva Assam, our people shaping our destiny. I would like to invite Ms. Sally Roseman, Director, Library Services, with the vote of thanks.
Permission to adopt the protocol being established. Good afternoon, everyone. It is an honor to deliver the vote of thanks today. Firstly, I would like to thank the Almighty Father for another academic year and for the celebration of the 15th year of triumph in hosting the annual National Awards of Excellence. Thanks to the Acting Governor General, His Excellency Cyril Errol Charles, for your attendance is deeply appreciated, especially in the distribution of the Scholars Award, the Island Scholars Award. Many thanks to the Prime Minister, Minister of Finance, Economic Development, Youth Economy, and Minister for Justice and National Security, Honorable Philippe J. Pierre, for delivering the Top Achievers Awards. Her Excellency Dame Paulette Louise, Governor General Emeritus, for her kind patronage. Many thanks to the Most Reverend Archbishop Gabriel Malzé, Archbishop of Castries. Thanks to the Minister of Education, Sustainable Development, Innovation, Science, Technology, and Vocational Training, Honorable Sean Edward, and his Permanent Secretary, Ms. Michelle Charles, and the management team within the Department of Education, Innovation, and Vocational Training for their leadership and direction. Thanks to the Office of Chief Education Officer and his deputy. Many special thanks to the students of the Cicero Secondary School for serenading us with their beautiful voices. What a great performance. Thanks to the students of the Patricia James Secondary School for their steel pan orchestra. Wonderful performance, students. And thanks to the Viewfort Comprehensive Secondary School students for their video presentation. Such creativity. And many thanks to Michael Fletcher, the violinist, student of Swazelle Secondary School, for exposing us to his talents. Thanks to the district education officers in ensuring that all performances of their districts were executed of high standards, demonstrating students' talents. Thanks to the representative of the Royal St. Lucia Police Band in their instrumental performance of the national anthem. Thanks to the administration of the Kiddies Head Start in facilitating the demonstration of national pride in reciting the national pledge. Many thanks to the communications unit within the Department of Education for providing media coverage and live streaming of this event of excellence. Many, many, many thanks to the recipients of awards as you continue to maintain par excellence. To the ladies in black of the Ministry of Education in providing their hospitality in the ushering service, we thank you. Profound gratitude to all persons part of the planning committee of the National Awards of Excellence. Special thanks to the parents for providing relentless support to their children. Thanks to the awardees for your perseverance, determination devoted to your studies. Thanks much to Shermack Design for creating this cozy ambience. Thank you goes to the Trophy Center for maintaining quality standards in the production of memorabilia. And thanks to all actors and stakeholders who made these awards possible today. Last but no means least, thanks to the Mistress of Ceremonies, Mrs. Tracy Pilgrim George, we say a hearty thank you to you.
Now, if you know Mrs. Tracy Pilgrim George, she has to have the last word. Vladimir Lucien, a St. Lucian poet, wrote the poem called Crane. And he describes a young man who has a camera, he goes overseas, and he's marveling about the beautiful things around him. And he's like, how is he ever going to return home? Because he sees this whole beautiful world, marvelous world. But then his mother is reflective, and the mother is hoping that her son can see through his own eye and not that of something artificial, and that he can remember his roots, he can remember his legacy, he can remember his homeland. Too much is given, much is expected. This is just the beginning of your journey. You are paving the way for those that come behind you. When you leave St. Lucia, if you leave St. Lucia, and even in St. Lucia, because you have achieved academic excellence, you must pave the way for those that come behind you. You must stand with pride. You must represent your country. You must represent your school. You must represent your community. You must represent your family. Remember that. You are our best and the brightest, and there are so many others out there who've not had this opportunity. Pave the way, make it for them. And we end with looking once more at our program, and you know how we started off before. You have to simply say with me celebrating the theme, why we are here today. We are here. Thank you so much for joining us. We invite you to a reception in the back Facing on the other side, we welcome parents and students for some light refreshments. And over here to my right and your left, we welcome the ministers, principals, CEOs, ambassadors, and other ministerial officials to the side of the Cultural Center for some refreshments. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Please stand for the departure of the Governor General. And the Prime Minister of St. Lucia, the Honorable Philip J. Pierre, as well as Her Excellency Dame Paulette, Governor General Emeritus, and the Minister of Education, the Honorable Sean Edward. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.